I trusted him more than my own family. So why was he standing there, the night everything was destroyed? And why did I feel like I had been betrayed long before that night? Story starts now. 3 years ago, my life was simple. Not perfect, but stable. I had a small auto repair shop in Ohio. Nothing fancy, just grease, tools, long hours, and my best friend Marcus. Marcus wasn't just a friend. He was my brother. When my father died, Marcus stayed with me all night. When I almost lost the shop, Marcus loaned me money. When my girlfriend left me, Marcus said, "Forget her. We build our own future." So yeah, I trusted him. Completely. But looking back now, there were signs. Small ones. Too small to notice back then. Like how customers sometimes said, "Didn't your partner quote a different price?" Partner? I had no partner. Marcus just laughed it off. People confuse things. Relax. And I believed him. Because that's what trust does. It blinds you. Then one evening, something strange happened. I came to the shop early. Marcus didn't know I'd be there. Inside, I heard voices. Marcus, talking to someone on the phone. He sounded different. Cold. Sharp. He said, "Yeah, give it a few weeks. He still trusts me. After that, it's easy." My heart stopped. He still trusts me? I stepped inside loudly so he'd know I was there. He immediately hung up. "Just a supplier," he said. Too fast. I wanted to ask more. I should have asked more, but I didn't. Because the truth is, we don't question people we love. We protect the image we have of them. A week later, things got worse. Money started disappearing from the shop account. Not much at first, just small amounts. Marcus said it was bank fees, then parts costs, then customer refunds. Every explanation sounded logical. Every lie sounded believable. And still, I trusted him. Until the night everything changed. It was raining, the kind of rain that makes the whole world feel heavier. I closed the shop late. Marcus said he'd stay behind to finish paperwork. I drove halfway home, then realized I'd forgotten my phone. So I went back. That decision changed my entire life. When I reached the shop, the lights were off, but the back door was open. I stepped inside quietly and froze. Marcus wasn't alone. There was another man there, both of them standing near the safe, and Marcus said something I'll never forget. "By tomorrow, this place won't be his anymore." My chest felt hollow. Not fear, not anger, just one question echoing in my head. How long had this been happening? I stepped forward. The floor creaked. Marcus turned. Our eyes met. And for the first time in my life, my best friend looked at me like I was a stranger. Marcus stared at me. Not shocked, not guilty, just annoyed. Like I had interrupted something important. The other man stepped back slightly. Marcus slowly closed the safe door and said, "You weren't supposed to be here tonight." Not, "What are you doing here?" Not, "Let me explain." Just that. Something inside me cracked. I stepped forward. "What's going on, Marcus?" Rain was still pounding outside. Inside, silence. Marcus sighed, like this was all just inconvenient. "I was going to tell you eventually," he said, "but you found out early." My stomach dropped. "Tell me what?" I asked. He looked around the shop, the tools, the walls, the sign with my father's name on it. Then he said quietly, "This place was never meant to stay yours." For a second I thought I misheard him. "What?" Marcus rubbed his forehead. "You think you built this alone? You think I stayed because of friendship?" Each word felt heavier than the last. "I stayed because this place had potential," he continued. "And you were easy to control." My fists tightened. Easy to control. All those years, all those memories, were they fake? I whispered, "So all of it was a lie?" Marcus didn't answer immediately. He just looked at me with something almost like pity. "Not all of it," he said, "but loyalty doesn't pay bills." The other man spoke for the first time. "We don't have time for this." Marcus nodded. That's when I realized they weren't just stealing money, they were taking everything. Documents were already on the table, ownership papers, loan agreements, signatures that looked like mine. My heart slammed. "You forged my name?" Marcus shrugged. "You never read what you signed." And he was right. Every form, every bank paper, every document. I trusted him to handle it, because he was my brother, or so I thought. Anger finally exploded inside me. I grabbed his collar. "Why, Marcus?" For the first time, he looked angry too. "Because I was tired of being second," he snapped. "Tired of helping you succeed while I stayed in the background." His voice echoed through the shop. "You got the sympathy, you got the respect, you got the legacy. I did the work." Rain thundered louder, and suddenly, it all made sense. This wasn't about money. It was about jealousy. Years of it. Silent. Growing. Waiting. I let go of him slowly. "So what now?" I asked. Marcus stepped back toward the safe. "Now, you walk away quietly," he said, "or things get messy." The other man pulled something from his jacket. A gun. My breath caught. This wasn't just betrayal anymore. This was survival. Marcus's voice dropped. "I didn't want it to go this way," he said, "but you shouldn't have come back tonight." In that moment, I realized something terrifying. I wasn't just losing my business. I might not leave that shop alive. The gun was pointed at my chest. For a moment, nobody moved. Rain hammered the roof. My heartbeat was louder. Marcus looked at me, not like a friend anymore, not even like an enemy, like I was just a problem. "Don't do this," I said quietly. He didn't answer. The man with the gun stepped closer. Marcus nodded at him. That nod said everything. They were ready to erase me. Right there. In the shop my father built. In the place I trusted Marcus with for years. Something inside me shifted. Fear didn't disappear, but it stopped controlling me. I looked straight at Marcus. "You know what hurts the most?" I said. He frowned slightly. "Not the money, not the shop, not even the betrayal." I stepped forward slowly. "It's that I would have given you everything if you had just asked." For a second, something flickered in his eyes. Regret? Maybe. But greed was stronger. He looked away. Too late for that. The man tightened his grip on the gun. That's when a loud voice echoed from outside. "Police! Drop your weapons!" All three of us froze. Marcus spun toward the door. Flashing lights painted the walls blue and red. Sirens screamed through the rain. The gunman panicked. Marcus looked at me, confused. I swallowed and said, "I installed cameras last month." His face drained of color. And when I saw the safe open on my phone, I called the police. For the first time all night, Marcus looked scared. Real fear. The gunman bolted for the back door, but officers burst in before he could reach it. Within seconds, both men were on the ground, handcuffed. Marcus kept staring at me. Not angry, not shouting, just defeated. As they led him past me, he whispered, "You ruined everything." I shook my head slowly. "No, Marcus," I said. "You did." Months later. The shop was gone. Legally tied up in investigations. Loans frozen. Assets seized. I lost almost everything. For a while, I thought he had won after all. But something strange happened. People started showing up. Old customers, neighbors, friends I didn't know I had. They offered tools, workspace, jobs. One man even said, "Your father helped my family once. Now it's my turn." Slowly, piece by piece, I rebuilt. Not the same shop. Something smaller. Something mine. And this time, I trusted carefully. Learned paperwork, learned business, learned boundaries. Most importantly, I learned that betrayal doesn't destroy you. It reveals you. And sometimes, losing everything is the only way to build something real. The end.